Let me hit you with some charts. Back in 2022, I made a video suggesting that the Bitcoin 4-year halving cycle might be the most overrated thing in all of crypto. And this is what I was suggesting, this idea that Bitcoin would have its halving, and then over the next year to 18 months, we would see Bitcoin go up in price and peak in the fourth quarter of the post-halving year, and then we'd have this massive euphoria alt season, altcoins would explode, and you'd get your 5x or 10x or 100x cryptos. Now that we're in 2026 and we have some hindsight, my thesis was partially correct, and it was correct in the way that I think affects most of you. Bitcoin did have a very nice run. It peaked in the fourth quarter of the post-halving year, so far at least. I think it is going to go higher well before the next halving. But then altcoins didn't really do much of anything. Some of them did pretty well, but for the most part, it was a very, very disappointing alt season. Or I should say a very disappointing performance for altcoins because we didn't have an alt season. We had mini runs. And of course, it only stings that much more when everybody and their brother was bullish going into 2025, promising you that you were going to make generational gains and it was going to be the golden bull to end all bulls. And this chart above my head illustrates why we didn't see that kind of a performance from altcoins that we were hoping for. This is a macro trend oscillator. It was a tool created by somebody named Decode on X. You should give them a follow. And it takes into account dozens of different economic variables and puts them into this chart. And the most important thing to pay attention to is this oscillator here that sort of looks like a MACD oscillator. A MACD histogram oscillator, I mean. During the dark orange to light orange times, that is periods of euphoria, which have conveniently lined up with crypto bull run peaks. And these are times when all of the stars have been aligned from a liquidity perspective, whether it's quantitative easing or low interest rates. There's, like I said, dozens of variables in place here. And so a few observations from this chart. Again, look at the peaks and look at when the stars aligned well, and what you'll see is that the crypto market also peaked during those times. And then of course the bear markets saw the fallout from these unwinds of these massive injections of liquidity, and the cycle went more negative, and you can see it very well aligns with what you're seeing on this chart. And so this most recent period right here was the most prolonged period where the liquidity just was not right for crypto to thrive. And wouldn't you know it, altcoins underperformed in a major way to the point where people are ready to give up on crypto forever. And this illustrates kind of what I was anticipating when we were in the depths of the